Hello everybody and welcome to a laggy day. I had to update my graphics drivers, so yeah, there's gonna be some lag as it reloads everything into the cache from our quote-unquote mom and from Margie. Alright, let's see here. What does our quote-unquote mother have to say? Yeah, I forgot our wedding anniversary, so I'm feeling kind of blue. But then again, I didn't marry him for his memory. Okay, lol, mom. Yeah, that's, again, it's, not my mother. Dear Steven, just felt like sending you a present to show how much I appreciate you. And I appreciate you so much. Hope you like my gift, your friend Margie. Alright. Gift. Show appreciation. Birch flooring. You know, there's multiple ways of taking that. There's, you know, it's just a nice flooring, but there's also, like, the nickname everybody gave Professor Birch back in the day. So, yeah. I should check turnips really quick. Because I do feel like we've got an early spike week. Which basically means, like, this afternoon will probably be the price I want to take. But if it's really good right now... Okay, yeah, 145. I'm going to risk it on the afternoon. Because there should always be 4 good prices. Or at least 4 higher prices. They're not always going to be more than what you paid, but they'll be higher than, like, the lowest prices. So, I'm feeling fairly confident waiting for the afternoon. I've not really done anything today except play Path of Exile and Eve. You can tell I do so much. I mean, talk with friends too, but, like, I played Path of Exile and Eve, and that's really about it. Hey, Sarah's in town. Can I pick up all of this? Yes! Hooray! Though, I've actually been having performance issues with Path of Exile 2, and it's kind of annoying, because I wasn't having them before their big major update. Whoops. And now suddenly I am. It's a deal! Yep, Sahara, puppy! So, I want to talk to you about something. Aw, but you literally just moved in! Just because she literally just moved in, this isn't me keeping her, this is she literally just moved in. I say that, I'm not sure if moving's a good idea at all. Okay, move is off. You're right, just can't picture a new life without my old friends in it. Like, we've barely even got to see Poppy, because, like, she's never around. I want to get a chance to get to know her. She literally just moved into town and was now just like, now I'm gonna leave. It's like, what? What? No! But yeah, like, it's the reason I upgraded my graphics drivers was performance issues with Path of Exile 2. Because, like, the game literally would just crash. Less than a minute, crash. Open it again, less than a minute, crash. Like, I don't know what's doing it. Like, it's really annoying. Oh. As is the fact that I didn't sleep much. My body is sleeping either like 4 to 6 hours or 12. No in between. And if I don't sleep enough, I get really tired. And if I sleep too much, I get a migraine. So literally, I'm either super tired or have a migraine. I think it's common wall, and the floor ain't bad. Alright. So, Yeah. Can't say I'm a fan of my body not wanting to sleep. Penelope's home. I have decided to, start a mage on the Path of Exile 2 new season. Hey, welcome, Parmesan. Make yourself at home. What's up? Let's talk. I think my room here needs a little something for the floor. Like an accent. No, showstopper. I mean, it could use those fossils not here. I wish I wasn't yawning. This music is not helping, but I was already feeling tired. Which is like not a fun time. Because like I can't sleep right away. I feel like we might have Gulliver. Just maybe. I'll have to do a Gulliver check. But we just had Gulliver not long ago, but Barbara! Hello there. What do you do? It's always a nice surprise. You want it? Let's talk. Trying so hard to catch a rare rainbow stag, but I just can't do it. I know it's impossible, but I could try. I don't know where those are found. Also, I have not seen a single fossil yet. As I say that, I see one. Let's see. Is this a penguin? I'm pretty sure this is a penguin. Yep, penguin. Yeah, he's been here. Your name is... Oh, you're Steven, huh? Nice to meet you. I'm Thuck. I'm a resident of Oracle. Starting today. Start a long friendship. I don't. You were at the campsite. I didn't want you then. What makes you think I want you now? Okay, that's a little mean. Maybe he'll grow on me. But yeah, I started a witch with the focus of bone magics. Taking people to the bone zone. Yes, I mean that exactly as it sounds. I mean, that is the joke. Oh, violin beetle. Violence beetle. Yeah, I basically decided that after getting a spirit shield that has +1 to all spells, just period, just built into it. Campsite villager. Maybe we'll get our final villager moving in. Flip. Folks come running, ran. We looked up, he was in this town. I don't need Batayan in my town. Oracle does not need a Batayan. Anyone who's never played or seen Tulip has no idea what I'm talking about, but he gives me Batayan vibes, who's an above ground resident in Tulip. But yeah, basically I just found that energy shield and it's like, you know what? Sure, I'll train up a mage. I mean, admittedly, a large part of that is just like... I know I've talked about this before, but I like playing as characters that I like, at least conceptually, to look at. Whether I can actually see them or not, I still conceptually want to like looking at them. If it ain't buckle, it's good to get the blood pumping early in the day, really. What can I help you with? So what's up? Should I even try to guess what you're planning to do with that shovel? I know about digging for fossils. But though, it It's disappointing when you think you've got a fossil and it turns out to be a gyroid. Don't get me wrong, I love gyroids. Some of my best friends are gyroids, Phoebe. I mean, that's fair, my man. Gyroids don't need to be identified to be worth money, so... It's kind of a give and take. And like... Basically, there are 4 female characters you can play as in Path of Exile 2. And they both, like all of them, encompass 2 starting locations. Which is a little annoying, not gonna lie. Kinda hoping to get more female playable characters in other roles. That would be nice. Like... I wouldn't mind playing one of the other classes, and I have played the druid, because like I don't mind him, like, but like the others I'm just not a fan of, so I don't really want to play them. There's still one fossil hiding somewhere. And we got Dina. Hoi! It's been even a beautiful day. What can I do for you? Small chat? People on the stream about a regal carpet? I think my subconscious tell me I need one. Where would I find such a thing? One? What a strange coincidence. How much? Sounds good. Well, I'm basically out of coffee. I'll probably get a little more like after I'm done recording. But yeah. I don't want to talk about just Path of Exile 2 all day. I've also got some Eve stuff I can talk about, because, like, man. Margie! Good morning, Becca. What's on your mind? Let's watch chat. Seems to have a new resident in town. That'll liven things up around here. Thinking of inviting our newest neighbor over for some tea soon. And that's fair. Yeah, I've gotten into multiple arguments with people these past few days over the hypernet system in Eve, which, to explain it in the simplest terms I can, it's a raffle system that players can set up. Fancy seeing you here, Steven? The guy ran into you. I ran into you too, Anthony Suck. So basically, you take your hypernode. Oh, got Mo and Henry. Yeah, they old Steven. Thought I'd come visit Oracle today. Good to see you. And Henry! Oh my, Steven! You look really nice, just like you always do. So basically, let's say you buy your hypernode, which you have to pay real money to pick up. And you set it up selling an item, let's say a marauder. They're worth a good billion-isk. So you set it up with 512 notes. So there's 512 raffle tickets, basically, to getting this thing. You then set, basically, the price per node to be worth, overall, more than the hull of that marauder. You then yourself buy half the nodes, because you can, there's nothing stopping you. Mostly because, even if they did stop your main, you could just use an alt. Like, there's no stopping it. There's making it inconvenient, but there's no stopping it. At this point, you know, let's say each individual node is like 4.7 million ISK. That's a pretty common number. Well, people are probably going to buy into that because, hey, if they can get that Marauder for 4.7 mil, that's quite a steal. And it is. But you're probably already noticing gambling addicts, Yeah, that's giving them a way to gamble. Because, hey, it's only 4.7 mil for a 1 in 512 chance of getting the thing. Yeah, you can spend real money to get in-game ISK. You buy Plex and then sell it. And I hate hypernet. I hate it so much. Steve Mookham. Switch chat. But it goes from being warm to hot, so people start switching the wardrobes pretty hurriedly. You just gotta keep up the machine, produce enough to keep up with the demand. Funnily enough, there's a frost warning in place at this exact moment. At the time of recording this. It'll be the day before when you guys are seeing this. But yeah, there's a frost warning in place for all of Nova Scotia. Wild, ain't it? Quite a way to kick off June. But yeah, I hate hypernets. I honestly feel like that was one of the biggest mistakes that Fenris, formerly CCP Games, made with Eve. And like, yeah, I can just choose to not engage with it. That doesn't mean it's not a problem. Sometimes the only thing that can wake me up on sleepy mornings like this is a strong cup of joe. Like, and one of the people I was kind of arguing with today was basically going, well, there's sports betting and other gambling, so why you have such an issue with this? It's like, I have an issue with those too. I just have a bigger issue personally with the hypernet in Eve because it doesn't need to be there. And like, there's people going, yeah, but you could scam people with contracts. It's like, yeah, but I'm not talking about scamming though. I mean, gambling itself is a scam, but this is literally not something that was needed. And yeah, you could get scammed with contracts if you were dumb. And people did, because people are dumb. They don't read things. You know, that contract says, oh man, sell your Plex quick for, you sell 500 Plex and you get like 10% more than market value. Wow, what a deal. Except it's not. They'll be, they'll pay you, 2.7 billion ISK for your 500 Plex, except it's 2.7 million ISK is what you'll get. And the game says in plain text, million. You have to be pretty dumb to fall for that. Yet people do. And honestly, I feel like a lot of the people that do are probably impaired in some way. They're either drunk or high, that kind of thing. But, hypernet, everything about it is a scam. Like, and just the fact that you can easily rig it so that you basically stand a pretty good chance to just get basically half the value of the thing you're selling, or at least half the value of what you're selling it for. It's hard to really articulate how much I hate that system. And like, there's nothing they could really do about it, because even if they were to make it like, oh, you can only buy one node per character. One, that just means that people are gambling even higher to get anything. But also, there are players with hundreds of alts that would solve anything. Each account you make for EVE Online has 3 character slots. You could have 3 characters per account And then even just like 10 accounts, there's 30 total characters. You know. Let's do our ceremony. And I did have a suggestion of a public works project that I would like to see what I might be able to do with. So. Grand completion ceremony for Oracle's Vital Classic Police Station project. Thank you for joining us for this momentous occasion. She's Isabel and she'll be our host. Thank you, you're too kind. Gonna keep this short and sweet, so let's jump right in. We're starting an incredibly short speech from our very own mayor. Take it away, Mayor. We did it! We have a policeman now! Well said, Mayor. You've quite a way with words. Moving on, everyone please locate the enemy pastor and get ready. And now, celebrate the completion of the public work project. All the hard work that went into making it possible. Ready, set, pop! Bam. Concludes our ceremony. Thanks everyone for all your hard work and taking time from your busy schedules to be here. Indeed. What's up, girl? We're in the same old shopping routine. How about we spice things up with a trade? Trade your new spring or spinning wheel. Sure. Make that trade. My eyes are so heavy. I'm gonna have to, like, go kind of easy on my exercise today. But, yeah, like, it's frustrating that system is in the game. And, like, I'm never even the person to bring it up. It's other people who will bring it up, and then I'm just like, man, I wish that wasn't a thing. And that ends up sparking arguments. Okay, just double checking they're all jinked. I need to get all these reloaded into the shaders as well, so. So it's probably gonna be a bit of lag here. Okay, so video screen. I would. I want to see if I can find somewhere to put it near the train station that looks good. Because if it doesn't look good here, alternatively, it could go kind of near one of the entrances to the beach. I'm gonna obviously move the flowers, but what about like right here? What do you think? You know, I could just take the crushed flowers. It's not that many, and that's exactly where I kind of want it. That looks pretty nice. Yeah, let's do it. I can't look. I can't look at the flowers. They're gone now. They were never there. It's good. Pain. The pain of crushing flowers. Also the pain of my hair refusing to stay behind my head. Now let's get some money out. I know I could probably just go sell my turnips and probably get the money I need, but this also works, so. I'm pretty sure if I just get out 200,000, that's enough. Maybe it's not. I'll probably be selling my turnips right now anyway, so it's fine. yeah, like, I... oh, thank you, Dino. She's helping replace what I have destroyed. Alright, yeah, this is enough. I'll cooperate. Bam. Ba-da-da-ba-ba. There we go. We'll have another new project tomorrow. It's starting to shape up a bit. It's pretty nice indeed. But yeah, I was thinking it could also possibly have gone, like, especially where it does occasionally advertise, like, Tortimer's stuff, that I could put it, like, here or something. Because it's kind of close to the boat dock over to Tortimer's. But right there works. Let's actually clean up the paths a little bit. I'm also going to need to make a new path over here, because, like, I can't easily connect this to Paula's, so there's going to be another path off of the center. Unless I bring it over from here, which I could do. I don't know, that's something I'm going to need to figure out when I'm not super tired. It's kind of dumb of just, like, how hard it is to get through to people why I don't like the hypernet system. Because, like, adding to that, EVE Online used to have multiple, like, basically player-run casinos where you could only spend ISK, and you could potentially make some ISK off of it. CCP, you know, at the time they were called CCP, Fenris, put their foot down and banned all of them. Like, no exceptions. People tried to get creative to get around the bans, and no, it was not allowed. Like, that was their stance on gambling, and I respected that stance. Even though I did partake in the gambling websites, but I also am not a gambling addict. I can and do just stop. Like, I don't feel compelled to gamble. I don't have that addiction, that compulsion. I'm fine. I'm safe from gambling. You know. But other people aren't, which is why they banned it. So for them to turn around and be like, yes, gambling, like, that just feels wrong. It basically, to me, screams that their stance really is, it's not okay when the players are organizing it. But it's perfectly fine when we do it. Like, that's what it feels like to me, and I know that's not the intention, but that sure is what it feels like. And, like, it's probably the biggest blight on EVE, in my opinion, is hypernet. Which, for a game with as much, you know, authorized scamming and griefing as EVE has, you know, it's a bit of an accomplishment. You know, though I mean, a lot of that I wouldn't really say is a blight on the game. It's how the game was designed. It works like that, but it was never designed to have gambling built into it. I didn't finish cleaning up down here. But I just finished cleaning up the rest of town. Margie, now let's call her Paula. And like, I honestly don't think I would even be all that bothered by it if I didn't. Like, it's one of those things of I only really care because I know people with gambling addictions, you know. And I just think of them spending their house. Ooh, yeah, 260. Heck yeah. Tomorrow morning might be better, but it's probably going to be a heck of a lot worse, so we're selling now. I should have bought 2,000 turnips this week, but it's fine. And like, it's one of those things of like, you might think that I'd be against something like turnips in Animal Crossing with my stance on gambling, except while this is technically gambling, it's not gambling you can even remotely spend money on. I mean, you could buy more copies of Animal Crossing New Leaf, but it's still, you know, like that isn't the same thing, you know? Like, there's quite a difference between something like hypernet, where you pay money to buy the hypernet to set up the gambling scam, and then other people can pay money to buy Plex to sell that Plex, probably to the same people that are paying money to set up hypernets, because they're probably the ones selling the most Plex, or buying the most Plex of people selling it, kind of thing. But, you know, so they're buying this Plex just to gamble on hypernets. Because, like, you see the same people buying 2 to 3 nodes of every hypernet that comes through. Like, it's not hard to tell that there are indeed some gambling addicts sitting around gambling away. And maybe they're doing it entirely with earned in-game ISK. Maybe they are. There is an equal chance that they are doing it with their paycheck. And that's the problem. Maybe, like, if they were to remove the, like, if it wasn't paid for in ISK, but instead in, you know, something else. Maybe then I wouldn't care. Like, if you couldn't buy the basically your raffle ticket, if you couldn't pay for that with, like, something that you could pay money for, then at that point, yeah, it's no different from turnips. Like, if it could only be paid for with metal scraps, even though you can buy metal scraps off the market, that doesn't really work, but that sort of idea. Just like a thing that drops from NPCs that you can then spend to buy these raffle tickets. Or that you could, like, turn into NPCs but not sell to other players or something like that. No one would interact with hypernet, I understand. That would kill hypernet. I don't think that would be a bad thing, if I'm honest. I apologize that I'm ranting so much about this. It just annoys me, you know? Because I love Eve. And being back playing it, I love it even more. But God, is hypernet just such a big blight on that game. I am also very tired, so I'm ranting more than rambling today, so I think I'm just going to end things off here. I thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I shall see you back here tomorrow for more Animal Crossing New Leaf. See you all then.